Plumbing, Bank of Louisiana, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Bowling Green Insurance, the Mercantile Bank, Bowling Green Tractor, Community State Bank, Family Drug, Mike's Tire Service, Cindy Blaylock Insurance, Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, Hogue Ford, Todd Watts Realty, Perkins Electrical Services, All Parts, Young Enterprises Incorporated, Calumet of Missouri, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Now, the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
And welcome to Bowling Green High School basketball back on KJFM tonight. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross here as we start the 2019-2020 basketball season here on Eagle 102. And started with a pretty good matchup. Bowling Green girls taking on Hannibal tonight. We just saw a pretty entertaining last few minutes of a JV game. It was a slow starter, Jim, but came down to a shot to tie at the buzzer with a three.
Yeah, rattled in and out. We were sitting here talking, oh, my gosh, Bowling Green's going to make a three at the buzzer. And lo and behold, they stole the ball, dribbled to the head of the key, and it rattled in and out, and they got beat by 22-19. So, yeah, a good start to the year. The season actually started for some teams last Friday, actually. I think Silex played the first game that I know of on the Missouri side. The Illinois girls have been playing for a week now. So, yeah, we're ready to go here tonight. Glad to be with you, and this should be a good matchup.
And we got Craig Smith in his second season as the LadyCats coach. Some familiar faces on the Hannibal side as well. They're coached by Bowling Green alums. Evan Servine is the head coach, and Kelsey Scherter as the assistant and JV head coach.
Yeah, they should know their way around the building.
Yeah, a few years right. here at the campus. But it's good to see both of them back here at Bowling Green High School, and we'll see what their Lady Pirates can give to Bowling Green tonight. We'll take a break. We've got starting lineups and a lot more coming up here on KJFM Eagle 102.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show. Sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for Bowling Green and Hannibal to open up our 2019-2020 campaign. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross here in the broadcast booth getting ready for this ball game, and a lot of questions for Coach Craig Smith. He lost a lot of scoring from last year. Has some good players coming back, but it's all about finding that mix here early in the season.
You're exactly right. He's going to look for scoring. The top 2 scorers, 2 all-conference players, both graduated. Now he has girls that had 3 starters returning, plus a couple other girls with some varsity experience, but they've got to find somebody that can put the ball in the basket, and that'll be what he's looking for here early on in this game tonight.
And one of those players is in the house that they lost. I've seen there. Gabby Dieter's down there right now, decked out in her Kentucky gear, taking in the first varsity game for her little sister, Gracie, tonight.
Isn't that week-long Thanksgiving vacation great when you're a college kid?
Oh, yeah. That's a long drive, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Well, last year, Bowling Green won this game 56-40, and actually they've won this game. They're 4-0 in the series. So history would tell us that Bowling Green might have an advantage, although Hannibal ended up right at 500 last year. They've got a number of seniors on their squad. We don't know a whole lot about them. We couldn't even find a roster with the correct numbers and information on them at all. So we're kind of going at this blindly tonight. But mainly for Craig Smith, it's about his girls and what can they do in a non-conference game, first game of the year.
And working on those sets, going through their package. I see Clopton has a nice contingent scouting this game ahead of the Montgomery County tournament next week. So it's all about working on things tonight, I think.
Yeah, as not a whole lot of teams around our area, historically anyway, start before the Montgomery tournament, although there are quite a few games tonight. Louisiana's in action, and we'll get to that eventually, who's playing where tonight. But there are a number of games going on actually all week this week up to Thursday. And then, of course, in Illinois, they have a ton of holiday tournaments going on this week. That's kind of the history of the Illinois side of men's basketball anyway. And so, yeah, basketball's in full swing starting tonight with this game here at Bowling Green High School.
The Bowling Green boys will travel up to Hannibal tomorrow to finish off the, home and home, if you will, to start the season between these two schools. We'll take a break, come back with your starting lineups after this. It's high school basketball on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
When you're ready to purchase your next vehicle, visit Pogue Ford in Bowling Green and enjoy your next buying experience. At Pogue, they go the extra mile to make sure you walk away with more than just a car or a truck. They'll give you an automotive home. Pogue Ford has the new or pre-owned vehicle you're looking for, and if they don't, they'll find it. Plus, they're available for all your automotive service needs. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Bowling Green as we get ready for the LadyCats and the Hannibal Lady Pirates here to start the 2019-20 season here from Bowling Green High School. And again, the boys will play tomorrow at Hannibal in that big gym to start their season. And a lot of action going around the area, like you said, Jim. Not just in the couple of days before Thanksgiving, but next week things really get underway with the Montgomery County tournament, and then the week after that, the Monroe City tournament, which likes to brag that they're older than the Bowling Green tournament, but not really. One of those things. One
of those scheduling things. Yeah, tonight the Ellsbury boys are at MMA. Ellsbury girls are hosting Christian. Louisiana boys are playing a JV varsity game at Palmyra, and the Mark Twain clubs are hosting Monroe City, a varsity boys, varsity girls doubleheader. So, as we said, then tomorrow night, another full slate of games. As you said, the Bowling Green boys play. Mark Twain's in action again. Silex is back in action tomorrow night. And the Van Far boys are also in action tomorrow night as well. So,
yeah, they opened up on Van Far opened up on Saturday with I know the boys got their first victory.
58-42, they defeated Community. Ellsbury boys actually played Saturday night as well. They lost to Winfield 59-45. And the Silex boys played on Friday night of last week, and they fell to MMA at MMA 46-35. So, like it or not, the pigskin's not put away by some of the clubs. Actually, Clark County, a team that everyone's familiar with, they play on Saturday in the semifinals of the state. So the football season is not over with for everybody, but we're playing basketball in this area.
Yeah, still a lot of football to be played across the state. Soccer, I think, wrapped up over the weekend. So fall is starting to get pushed into winter, but we're in full swing around here.
Yeah, and based on the weather temperatures today, it feels like fall. Hang around till Thursday, right?
Is that when we're getting our next switch?
I think it's supposed to be cool, yeah.
Oh, that's great. My neighbors hate fall now because I'm out there every day raking and burning.
Oh, gosh. You're that neighbor, huh?
Yeah, they like it when I have a game to broadcast because it doesn't it gets me out of the yard at least.
There you go.
All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups for this ball game ahead of the opening tip. We'll start with the lineup for the Hannibal Lady Pirates, coached by Evan Servine, assisted by Kelsey Scherter, and they'll throw out these five. Number 2, Kaylee Falconer gets the start tonight. Number 11, Bella Falconer. Number 12, Allie Hull. Number 22, Abby Bauman, and number 21, Emma
Dine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dine. Her, not to promote another radio station, but her mother's a morning host on a radio station out of Quincy.
Well, there you go. And for the Bowling Green LadyCats, they're coached by Craig Smith and assisted by Paige Chin. And they'll start a 5'9" senior, number 11, Madeline Norton. Number 22, a 6-foot senior, Kinley Charlton. Number 25, a 5'11" senior, Morgan Billings. Then a 6-foot senior, number 32, Liv Niemeyer. And a 5'11" freshman, number 33, Gracie Dieters gets the start tonight. So again, for Hannibal, it's Falconer, Hull, Bauman, and Dine. And for Bowling Green, it's Norton, Charlton, Billings, Niemeyer, and Dieters.
Hannibal's head coach is Evan Servine, as we talked about earlier, assisted by Kelsey Scherter, and Craig Smith's the head coach at Bowling Green. He's assisted by Paige Chin. So a little Bowling Green flavor on the Hannibal bench, and a Bowling Green home game tonight to start us off.
And they're getting ready to introduce those starters to the crowd here. Nice sized crowd for opening night for a ladies only JV varsity matchup. And a non-conference one at that. A lot of scouts, good student section packed in for Bowling Green, and we're just minutes away from basketball. Tip-off coming up next on Eagle 102.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Is Black Friday only one day a year?
Not at Bowling Green Chevrolet. We're the only ones offering Black Friday deals the rest of the month. Save over $15,000 on new Silverados. That's 30% off plus no payments until Valentine's Day. And now, through the end of the month, only Bowling Green Chevrolet is going to offer you 0% financing on every new vehicle in stock, plus no payments until Valentine's Day. It's our way of saying thanks and giving back to you the best way we can. So find new roads and go to bowlingreenchevy.com for Black Friday month deals. Bowling Green Chevrolet.
Where you'll always feel at home.
With proof credit. See dealer for details. Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
Well, keys to the game, Jim. I think Bowling Green just needs to play their game tonight. Unfamiliar opponent. You've dominated this historical series, 4-0, and now just keep it going tonight.
Pretty evenly matched size-wise, it looks like, as they announced the starting lineups. Bowling Green, their home whites with black numbers, red trim. Hannibal in their road blacks with white numbers, red trim. Bowling Green will move from our right to our left if you're listening to us on the radio, and we're ready to go. And who will control the opening tip? Hannibal will have the first offensive possession. Falconer, who tries to work it inside, and they immediately turn it over as Charlton with the steal, and it's deflected out of bounds and go back to Bowling Green.
Kind of a jumbled opening tip, and Hannibal got it, couldn't get into their sets. Good defense by Bowling Green.
Hannibal will come out in a man-to-man defense. Bowling Green will run their motion offense. Dieter's on the dribble, gets it right wing to Norton. She'll put it on the floor with the left hand, nowhere to go. About runs into Dieter's, and now they reset things with 7:40 to play in the first. Glad to have you with us. First game of the year here on KJFM or KJFM Eagle102.net. If you have friends around the area, want to see this on video or listen to it on their cell phone. And Dieter's has it stolen away, so the first turnover of the game for Bowling Green. And Hannibal looks like they want to run with it. They get it inside. There's a whistle. It looked like a travel, but there's going to be a foul called. Falconer took it to the left block, but she's bailed out with a foul called on Morgan Billings, her first. Hannibal will have it underneath their own basket, left side on the baseline. They get it inside on a nice pick-the-picker play. Shot's no good. Rebounds up and good on the putback by Bella Falconer. So Hannibal breaks into the scoring column first. They lead it 2-0. Back comes Dieters right in front of the Hannibal bench on a pick and roll now with Billings. Left wing, they work it around in the corner to Norton. Norton holds it above her head, now dribbles to the head of the key, and they'll reset it. Dieters to the right wing. Picks up her dribble, now she's in trouble. She'll get it inside to Charlton. She'll go to the glass. It's up and good. Kinley Charlton, they'll look to her to do a bulk of their scoring this year, especially early on. She probably has the most experience of any player on the floor for Bowling Green. Well, whistle and a foul, quick foul, a little touch foul that time on Olivia Niemeyer. Her first and the team's second. 2-2 our score. Hannibal will trigger it in. Free throw line extended right here below us. Into the corner. They work it down low. Shots up and good by Bella Falconer. So two good inbound plays by Hannibal. So they're well schooled. And now Bowling Green has nobody to help throw it in. As Maddie Norton puts her hands on her hips and says, I could use a little help down here. And Dieters is more than happy to give her a hand. So they get it across the timeline now. The man-to-man defense has been a bit of a problem early on. For Bowling Green. Norton drives baseline, nowhere to go. Backs it now, lobs it inside to Charlton. She makes the catch, it won't go. Gets her own rebound, put back up, no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. First foul of the night on Hannibal. They'll call it on Kaylee Falconer, her first. And that should send Kinley. Oh, they're going to say it's on the floor.
It must have been on the rebound.
As a sub in quickly for Hannibal, Autumn Bigsby checks in on the inbound. Norton on the right wing, drives baseline. Now finds a little space, drops it to Charlton at the block. Her shot's up and good. Kinley Charlton has all four of Bowling Green's points, and we've got a whistle and an official's timeout as it looks like Charlton maybe has a contact problem. And up off the bench is going to be... now you're going to have to help me out, Mark. 23. I don't have a 23 on my...
Haley Chandler.
She's listed as 55 on my... So Haley into the game, and Hannibal gets it in after the official's timeout, and she immediately turns it over. Chandler with the steal. Second turnover of the game for the Pirates. We're tied at 4 with 5:30 to play in the first. Dieters on the dribble with the pick and roll with Chandler to the key area. Kicks it out to Norton for three. Off the glass and good. Maddie Norton with the first three ball of the season for Bowling Green. Off the glass. The bank's still open, and they lead it 7-4, their biggest lead of the game. Hannibal forces it inside. Holes tied up from behind. And we've got a whistle and a foul, and that'll be on Chandler, I believe.
Her first, team's third.
7-4, Bowling Green on top. Falconer triggered in for the Pirates. Gets to Hull. Hull comes from a coaching family, actually. Gets it into the corner. Now they kick it back outside, and they'll reset it. Dying to Falconer. Now they reset Falconer at the point. Bowling Green in a man-to-man. Look inside to Hull. She's in amongst the trees. Whips it in the corner of Falconer. She'll drive left hand into the paint area. We've got a whistle and a hand check foul. And who's that on? That's going to be on Norton. A lot of tic-tac fouls here in the early going. As Gabby Twellman or Grace Twellman, I should say, and Charlton will return for the Bobcats on the inbounds. Shots on the way by Dine, off the glass and good. Emma Dine with the 3 ball, so the bank's open on both ends, and we're tied at 7. Don't see that very often.
No.
2 shots from 3 off the glass here in the early going. Dieters on the dribble is fouled by Falconer. Is that going to be her second? I believe it will. And she'll leave, and Bella will take her spot. No, check that. She's going to stay in the game as Hull takes a seat, as does Abby Bauman for the Pirates. Charlton to trigger inbounds. She'll throw it in the backcourt to Norton, and they'll start their offense from there with 4:30 to play in the first. We're tied at 7. And nearly stolen away by Norton. Check the subs. It looks like Peyton Utter back in for Hannibal, along with Bella Falconer returned. Dieters in trouble, gets it inbounds finally to Charlton. She'll look for some help, now put it on the floor and tries to force it inside, and it's too wide, intended for Chandler, and it's out of bounds. Back to Hannibal, second turnover of the game for the Bobcats.
You can see what Bowling Green's trying to do. It's just not very polished yet.
Well, the defense is out on them. They're playing belly-to-belly man, so you got to be able to set a pick and wait for it. I keep hearing Coach Craig Smith say wait. He's wanting the dribbler to wait, and then that'll free things up if they can be patient. Hannibal on the move now. They throw it inside to Falconer. Her shot's up with the left hand, in and out, no good. But there's a whistle and a foul, and Bella will go to the line. And she'll shoot the first 2 free throws of the season by either team, and Haley Chandler will pick up her second.
Already 5 fouls against the LadyCats here in the early going.
First free throws off the back of the rim and no good. As Morgan Billings, along with Olivia, or Liv as they call her, Niemeyer, will return for the Bobcats. Second free throw by Falconer. It hits nothing. And it's out of bounds. Back to Bowling Green. 3:58 to play in the first. We're still tied at 7. Now, Dieters played some quarters in the JV, as did Twellman. I'm not sure how that rule is anymore. Can they play 5 a night now, or is it 6? Dieters drives baseline. Gets stopped. They trying to get it. She tries to get inside to Charlton. It's deflected out of bounds by Bauman. Or check that. Bixby. No, Utterback. We got too many numbers. I got to get this sorted out. Timeout on the floor. We'll sort this out. 3:39 to play in the first. We're tied at 7. Listen to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bowling Green Insurance and Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice.
Out of the timeout, Bowling Green turns it over after the inbounds. Pirates back on the offensive end. They try and get it inside to Falconer, and there's a whistle and a foul in the mid-post area. As the fouls mounting on the Bobcats here in the early going. That foul will be on Charlton, her first. Team's 6th. On the inbounds, they try and get it in, deflected out of bounds as Kaylee Falconer tried to pass it to Bella. I'm betting they're sisters. They look alike.
Yeah.
It's deflected out of bounds, so Hannibal tries it once again, and Dine now to Falconer, and she'll reset the offense between the circles. Hannibal still playing, or Bowling Green, I should say, still playing straight up man. Falconer's going to find some space to the baseline. She'll go up. Her shot's no good, but there's a whistle and another foul on the Bobcats. And this time, Kaylee Falconer will go to the line, and she'll get 2 shots.
And that's the second foul on Liv Niemeyer, and the team's 7th.
So Hannibal will shoot free throws for the next 3 minutes in this first quarter and the whole second quarter.
Which they're 0 for their first 3.
We'll see if Kaylee can, if the reverse broadcaster's jinx is in effect early season. It is. As she makes the second. As Hull will now return for Kaylee Falconer, who I believe has 2 fouls.
That she does. The only 2 for Hannibal.
So it looks like both teams are going to go about 8 or 9 deep in this ball game. Bowling Green back on the offensive end, trailing by 1. That's Briley Sparks, who checked in during the last timeout, and we got a whistle and a trailing violation. 4th turnover of the game for the Cats. Well, that's an unforced error there.
That's back-to-back travels.
And that can't make Craig Smith happy. He could probably live with it tonight, but you get into the Christmas time, that's not going to work. They get it inside the hole, do the Pirates. She goes up in a crowd, and she'll be fouled.
I think it's going to be on Briley Sparks, her first.
Which is a recurring theme for the Cats so far. So to the line, Allie Hull. And first one's good. She is the Marty Hull and Audra Hull's daughter, both coaches. So usually coaches' kids can shoot free throws, because while their parent was coaching, they stood and had to shoot free throws all night, and she's 1 for 2. And an offensive rebound by Falconer. So Hannibal will maintain possession, and they'll reset it.
And your jinx just cost her probably a Thursday of instead of turkey, it's free throws.
Hard on the dribble now, right wing to Bauman. Bauman gets it inside of Falconer. She'll kick it back out to Dine with the left hand. Her 15-footer's up and good. Emma Dine's got 5. And the biggest lead of the game for the Pirates. They lead it by 4 at 11-7. So as we talked in the pregame, as Briley Sparks is going to be fouled on the dribble, we talked in the pregame, Mark, about Bowling Green looking for offensive, who's going to be the girl, and that's kind of starting to fulfill the prophecy here so far. Sparks gets the inbound pass, hands it back to Norton. Down under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 11-7, Hannibal on top. Sparks now on the dribble to the right elbow, kicks it out to Norton on the right wing. She tries to lob it inside to Charlton. That's going to be swatted out of bounds by Dine. And check that Bauman, and it'll go back to the Bobcats. Sparks are triggered in right side of the hoop baseline. Gets it to Norton. Nope, stolen away. Stolen away by Hart. 5th turnover of the game for the Cats. Back they come quickly. Dine drives in the paint with the left hand runner up and good. Emma Dine on a little roll of her own now. She's got 7, and the lead is 6 at 13-7. The defensive pressure is causing the guards for Bowling Green problems as Sparks drives in the paint, and she's going to get tied up and we'll have a jump ball. And on the alternating arrow, Bowling Green will hang on. The pressure's not letting Bowling Green get into the offense like they would like. Sparks to trigger it in right side. Into Billings. She'll pull up from 14. It's short, no good. And a long rebound is deflected out of bounds by Falconer, and Bowling Green will maintain possession, this time left side of the hoop on the baseline. Down to 1:13 to play in the first. Sparks Gets it out to Norton beyond the arc. On a pick and roll. She dribbles away from it, goes into the paint, shoots a running one-handers, up and good. Maddie Norton with her 5th point of the night, and it's 13-9 with a minute to play in the first. Into the front court now comes Hart, and she has it swatted away by Billings. And Pirates will have it 28-foot extension on the right side. Down to 53 seconds to play. Hart on the dribble now, guarded by Norton. Looks and looks. They set up a little 1-4. Now she gets it over to Bauman. Bauman tries to force it inside, stolen away. Bowling Green heads away, other way. Charlton gives it up to Billings. She'll pull up, head of the key. 17-footers up and good. Liv Niemeyer with a long 2-pointer. And that's a 13-11 game, down to 26 seconds. A little full-court pressure this time by the Bobcats. Hart dribbles through pressure, and we've got another touch foul. Holy moly. They call them tight like that, we might be here a while.
That one's on Norton, her second.
9th team foul. It's Twelman and Dieters will return. Sparks and Niemeyer will take a seat. And to the free throw line, shooting a 1-on-1, will be Sydney Hart, her first free throw opportunity of the season. First one's up, rattles around, in and out, and no good. Charlton, nope, still a loose ball rebound. They're going to say it's off of Hart, back to Bowling Green. Down to 19 seconds to play. Good hustle by both players going after the loose ball. See if Bowling Green can get a quality shot here in the last 20 seconds. Norton hands it off to Dieters. She'll get a pick and roll from Charlton to Twelman. Twelman now with 7. Inside the arc, has it stolen away. Falconer heads the other way. She's going to have to hurry to beat the clock. She's going to get to the bucket. Puts the layup up and good, and it drops at the buzzer. Bella Falconer with her 6th point of the night, and that gives the Pirates the lead at the end of the first quarter, 15-11. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Hi, this is Kelsey Henderson, RN Case Manager for Pike County Home Health. Pike County Home Health offers a variety of services from skilled nursing to rehabilitation therapies. Our care is focused on helping you recover from an acute illness, surgery, accident, or change in medical condition. We strive to help you recover in an environment where you feel most comfortable. If you have any questions or home health needs, please contact us at 573-324-2111 or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours and hometown service? Look no farther than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Mark Gooden. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This week's Eagle 102 Game of the Week brought to you by DH Electric. Quality work at affordable prices. They can handle any project, residential, commercial, industrial, or agriculture. DH Electric in Bowling Green.
15-11, Mark, in a good competitive game. Biggest problem so far for Bowling Green is fouls.
Oh, definitely fouls. Already up to 9 for the first 8 minutes.
And they've sent Hannibal to the free throw line 4 times, and they have yet to get to the charity stripe. Pirates have it to start the second. They lead 14-11. They get it inside to Falconer. She'll go up with the left hand. No good. They tippy-toe for the rebound, and it trickles away to Dieters. She'll come away with the loose ball and head the other way. Across the timeline now. Looks for Norton, and she'll set the offense for the Cats. Right wing now to Dieters. On the pick and roll to Charlton. Forced inside that time by Womack, who's checked in the game. But the Cats come away with it. Back to Dieters. She'll shoot a deep three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And you can get that shot anytime you want, I'm sure is what Coach Craig Smith would say. It's short, and the Pirates head the other way. Falconer, left side now to Bauman, gets it inside the dime. Her shot's blocked by Charlton, and she comes away with the loose ball. 4th turnover of the game. Back comes Billings for the Cats to the left wing. They're going to have somebody make something from the outside to loosen this defense up. Norton drives baseline, pulls up from 10, good. Just what the doctor ordered. She's got 7. And it's a 2-point lead for the Pirates at 15-13. Little token full court pressure again. Falconer gets it inside. They work around back to Dine. She'll shoot the 3. Back to the rim. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Charlton in the far corner. She'll hand it off to Norton. And she'll walk it up the floor and slow things down this time for the Bobcats. On a little bit of the weave action, she hands it off to Dieters. On the right side, right in front of Coach Evan Servine. To Womack now outside the arc. Puts it on the floor, gives it to Billings. Billings dribbles around the arc. Now to Norton. Norton, ball fakes, tries to drive, pulls up from 3. Front of the rim, no good. Kaylee Falconer with the rebound. She gets it across the timeline, lobs it down low to Hull. She'll pull up from 16. Back to the rim, no good. Falconer with the rebound. That's Bella. Her shot's up and good. Crawled over the front of the rim. She's got 8. And it's back to a 4-point lead for the Pirates at 17-13. Down to 5:30 to play in the half. Billings, haven't heard from her offensively yet tonight. She'll pass to Dieters on the right wing. Dieters will drive right baseline. We've got a blocking foul on Hull. That'll be her first. And just the team's 4th. Back into the game for the Pirates. Hart and Utterback. As Niemeyer returns for the Bobcats. Dieters gets it inside to Womack. Her shot up off the glass, no good. Falconer with the rebound. That's Bella. She'll get it off to Kaylee. Kaylee now across the timeline quickly. They get it to Bauman. They check that Utterback, and we've got a whistle and a traveling violation.
Yeah, I was looking for a travel, or maybe carried the ball.
A little delayed travel there, right?
Yeah.
Had 2 chances at that, the travel or the carry. So the 5th turnover gives it back to Bowling Green. They trail by 4. Norton dribbles left wing now. Outside the arc, had the key. Shot on the way. Just inside the arc is good by Olivia Niemeyer. Give her 4 for the game, and it's 17-15. Hannibal. Across the timeline, Utterback gets it back to Falconer. She'll drive in. That's Kaylee, and her shot's wadded away. And out of bounds, back to the Cats. 4:43 to play here in the first half. Jim Ross, Mark Froelich, first broadcast of the year. Glad to have you with us. Falconer gets it in to the other Falconer. That's Kaylee to Bella, and Bella scores. She's got 10, leading all scorers, and it's a 19-15 lead for the Pirates. Their inbounds plays have worked. That's about the 4th bucket they've got off of a drawn-up inbounds play as Dieter drives from the right wing, and a hand check foul is called. This will be the 5th team foul.
Sydney Hart picks up her.
Actually, they called that on Kaylee Falconer, her 3rd, and she'll go to the bench. Hull will return. Charlton now will come back in for Bowling Green. Womack will take a seat. Dieters triggered in under the bucket right side. She tries to force it inside, and it deflects right back to her as she just stepped in time to save it from going out of bounds. So Bowling Green will maintain control. Norton on the dribble now, guarded by Hull. In between the circles, crossover, pull up from 15. Nice move off the glass, and good. Whew. Pretty crossover dribble there by Norton, and it's a 2-point lead for the Pirates. Hull now into the front court, lobs it. It's too tall, intended for Dine, and it'll go out of bounds back to Bowling Green. 4:01 to play in the first half. 19-17. Hannibal leads it.
I think a little tempo really does well for Bowling Green if they can get Hannibal running around.
I agree. Pressure their guards too. Dieters picks up the loose ball, goes to the bucket. It won't go, in and out, no good. Kaylee, or check that Bella Falconer with the rebound, and we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. 3:43 to play in the first half. Hannibal Pirates 19, Bowling Green Bobcats 17, and listen to the high school game of the week on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Ingram Plumbing.
19-17, Bowling Green trailing. Hannibal will have the ball coming out of the timeout, and talked about it a little bit. And I think Craig Smith is good at making adjustments on the fly, but tempo has kept his Bowling Green LadyCats in it.
Well, he talked about it in his preseason interview. They want to push the ball and pressure defensively. Now, they haven't quite done the full court pressure yet. They've had some token three-quarters court. I'm guessing he'll wait and see if he can wear him down and take advantage of that in the second half. Out of the timeout, Dine drives left wing, gets it to the baseline, kicks it back outside. Three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Sydney Hart with the shot. It's going to go off of Bowling Green, however, on a loose ball rebound, and Hart will take it out of bounds underneath her own basket left side. On the inbounds, wide open, Utterback. She decides not to shoot it, kicks it off the hole from 15, short, no good. Rebound to Billings for the Cats. She'll get it to Norton. She'll push the pace a little bit. Gets it in the front court. Crossover. Take it to the glass. She does. Up and no good. There's a whistle and a foul. That'll go on Abby Bauman. And that should be her first. That should be the first shooting foul, and it is.
What do you think of those Robin's Egg blue shoes Bauman has?
Don't have any trouble picking her out of a crowd, do
Nope.
you? First free throw by Norton's no good. She will get a second. Second free throw, front of the rim, no good. Loose ball rebound picked up by Dine. Dine into the front court now, 3-on-2 break. She'll kick it to the left wing. Utterback shot is good. Peyton Utterback from the left baseline. Her first 2 points of the night. And it's 21-17. Hannibal down under 3 minutes to play in the half. Norton dribbles to the right wing. Looks for a pick and roll from Niemeyer. Backs up, still has her dribble. Now she'll lob it inside to Niemeyer on the blocks. Too tall for her. Stolen away. 6 turnover of the game for Bowling Green. Back come the Pirates. Dine gets into the paint, kicks it left side. Shot up and good. That time Abby Bauman gets in the scoring column for the Pirates. And the lead grows back to 6, matching the biggest of the game at 23-17 for the Pirates. Cats need a bucket here in the last 2 minutes. Dieters, she'll drive baseline, nothing doing there, kicks it outside. Charlton's going to shoot the 3. It's way off the mark, no good. Rebound to Hannibal in Bauman. Up quickly they come, and it's nearly stolen away as Charlton stepped in front of the pass but couldn't find the handle. And we go back to Hannibal. Sparks and Womack return for the Bobcats. Looks like Charlton will take a seat, as will Norton. On the inbounds, Hannibal back at it. Utterback left wing to Dine. She'll shoot it from 16. It's an air ball. Dieters with the rebound for Bowling Green. Down under 2 minutes to play. 1:58 to be exact. We're in the second quarter. Billings open from the left wing. She'll get it inside. Niemeyer kicks it back out. Womack from 16. Rattles around and drops. Kaylin Womack with her first 2 points of the season. That's a 23-19 lead for the Pirates. Now some full court pressure. They've got her in a double team, but Dieters swats it out of bounds. As Hart dribbled into the spot on the floor you don't want to go. But it was fortunate it was knocked out of bounds as Bella Falconer returns. And Utterback will take a seat. They get it inbounds to Hart. Hart still on the dribble. Down to 1:20 to play in the half. They'll lob it inside to Falconer. She'll pivot, drops it down low. Wide open's Dine. She misses it from point blank range. Rebound up and no good. There's a whistle and a foul. And that'll send Abby Bauman to the free throw line. She will get 2 shots. 10th foul of the half. Foul is going to go on Briley Sparks, her second. First free throw is no good. So I can tell you one thing that Coach Adam Servine can work on tomorrow for Pirates is free throw shooting. Second one is on its way and good. Bauman 1 for 2.
Evan would have played against a Coach Smith team from Clopton while he was a Bobcat. So, it's a different game, boys and girls. But I know a lot of the progressions and stuff probably do get recycled.
I'm sure that's right. Methods don't change a lot. Bowling Green turns it over on the traveling violation on Niemeyer, so the Pirates will get it back with exactly a minute to play in the first half. They get it down inside to Dine. She's open on the left block, turns around, puts it off the glass, and scores. Emma Dine. She's got 9, and the lead grows to 7, biggest of the game at 26-19. Cats need a bucket. Down to 44 seconds to play. Billings now throws it away. Stolen, heading the other way for the Pirates is Bauman. She misses a layup. Loose ball rebound kicked out by Hull. Now will they play for the last shot? Dine dribbles to the left wing. They whip around back to the head of the key to Hart. Now works it to Falconer. Down to 18 to Dine, and she travels. Got a running start that time. 7th turnover of the half. And in comes a hockey change for the Bobcats.
5 over the boards, huh?
Yeah, just 3 this time. Leave the defenseman out there.
Yeah.
As Charlton and Norton return along with Dieters to try and take care of this final 13 seconds. And the pass is into the post area. Too tall for Chandler, and the 8th turnover will give it back to the Pirates. They've got 10 seconds to get it into the front court and score. Hart gets it to Dine, to Hull. She'll shoot it from 16. Back of the rim, no good. Falconer with the rebounder, put back up, and good. Count the bucket with 4/10 of a second. Bowling Green getting killed on the defensive glass right now.
Really on both ends.
So Falconer having a big first half, and she'll go to the line and try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And it goes. Nearly pinned against the backboard, but it drops, and on the inbounds pass, that'll do it for the first half of action. Your score, the Hannibal Pirates, they lead it by 10, 29-19 over the Bobcats. Halftime shows next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply. Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is Black Friday only one day a year?
Not at Bowling Green Chevrolet. We're the only ones offering Black Friday deals the rest of the month. Save over $15,000 on new Silverados. That's 30% off plus no payments until Valentine's Day. And now through the end of the month, only Bowling Green Chevrolet is going to offer you 0% financing on every new vehicle in stock, plus no payments until Valentine's Day. It's our way of saying thanks and giving back to you the best way we can. So find new roads and go to bowlinggreenchevy.com for Black Friday month deals. Bowling Green Chevrolet,
where you'll always feel at home.
With proof credit. See dealer for details. Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report. Sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Well, Jim, it was a 2 to 4 point game most of the first half, and then Hannibal really explodes there over the final minute and a half and stretched this thing to a 10-point advantage.
Yeah, they outscored Bowling Green 14-8 in the second quarter, and a big half by Bella Falconer. She had 13, and a lot of it on the glass. Hannibal was dominant on the offensive and defensive boards in that first half. You add that to the fact that Bowling Green had 10 first-half fouls, although Hannibal not very good from the charity stripe at 4 for 10. But Hannibal got the opportunities, and in the meantime, Bowling Green's got 4 players with 2 fouls.
That's not good.
Not good.
Hannibal is the only team with a player with 3 fouls, and that's Falconer. Unfortunately, it's not the Falconer that's in double-digit scoring.
Right.
It's Kaylee, not Bella. So maybe that's kept her down a little bit. But Bowling Green, you could really tell they were gun-shy. Didn't want to take another foul there in the last couple of minutes, and that's how Hannibal was able to stretch things out.
Yeah, 10-point, the biggest lead of the game, and just a little bit of a flurry right there at the end of the half. Stretched the lead out. Bowling Green was just pushed out of their offensive flow with the man-to-man defense. Hannibal's not terribly big at the guard, but they're pretty quick, and they're able to guard the Bowling Green guards belly to belly, and we'll have to see what Coach Craig Smith can draw up here for the second half to free those guards up and get things going.
Looking at next week, Bowling Green girls have drawn the 4 seed in the Montgomery County tournament, and they'll open on Monday at 7:30 in the middle school gym, which is actually the new gym over there at Montgomery. Beautiful facility. They chose tradition for the high school team, kept them in the old gym, the old brick walls and everything. So Bowling Green will open in the middle school gym at 7:30 on Monday night. Other games from that tournament, Montgomery County is the 2 seed. They'll take on the 7 seed Silex. That's at 6 o'clock in the high school gym. Clopton, the 3 seed, will take on Fulton at 7:30 in the high school gym. So Silex and Clopton will play one after the other. And then Herman, go ahead.
Did you mention Bowling Green plays New Haven? I may have been asleep when you said that, but that's who they play.
Yeah. The 4-5 matchup to start the tournament against the Shamrocks.
Waking myself up.
Herman and Wellsville, the other opening round game. That's the 6 o'clock game in the middle school gym. So that'll precede Bowling Green and New Haven, the 4-5 matchup, and that's it's interesting. You have Clopton coming off a Final Four appearance, and they're the 3 seed in the season opening tournament.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting. Herman's been good. In fact, Herman won their district last year and made it into the state tournament. I don't know what they've got in terms of returning players, but they've got a tradition of good girls basketball over there, not so much unlike the Clopton Hawks.
Looking at the boys bracket for that one, Bowling Green will open on Tuesday at 7:30 in the 4-5 matchup against the Clopton Hawks. So a good middle of the bracket matchup there or interesting for us here locally. Silex, the 8 seed in that tournament, will take on the 1 seed Fulton at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Herman and Wellsville, the 2-7 matchup, and the 3-6 matchup is the host Montgomery against New Haven.
Kind of interesting that Montgomery's the 3 seed. I don't know if you saw them last year or not. They're huge, and they got most everybody back, but yet they're the 3 seed in their home tournament. Awful interesting.
Scotty Kreger back for another season as head coach.
If he left, he's lost his mind with all those kids coming back that he's got.
Hey, he's something else. I just love watching him play at Ellsbury, and he's just as entertaining as a coach. So it'll be good to go down there and see a lot of familiar faces at the Montgomery County tournament is they've kind of just taken a lot of talent from around the EMO and put it in charge of their programs with Basinger from Van Far and then Falloon, who of course came home, but he brought his wife with him, and then of course Scott and a whole laundry list of good young talented coaches there.
Really nice facilities over there. In fact, as you commented, the worst facility on the campus is their main gym. The newest gym is the middle school gym, which is very nice, and of course they've redone their track. They've got new softball facilities that are just a few years old.
Baseball diamond's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice athletic complex over at Montgomery County.
And they just stretch it out. It's very long there, and they've got something going on behind that school every inch of the way.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, we'll take a break. It's a 10-point Hannibal lead over Bowling Green here as we open the 2019-2020 season. More basketball coming up here on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is Black Friday only one day a year?
Not at Bowling Green Chevrolet. We're the only ones offering Black Friday deals the rest of the month. Save over $15,000 on new Silverados. That's 30% off plus no payments until Valentine's Day. And now, through the end of the month, only Bowling Green Chevrolet is going to offer you 0% financing on every new vehicle in stock, plus no payments until Valentine's Day. It's our way of saying thanks and giving back to you the best way we can. So find new roads and go to BowlingGreenChevy.com for Black Friday month deals. Bowling Green Chevrolet.
Where you'll always feel at home.
With Proof Credit. See dealer for details.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Let's take a quick look at the scoring. Did you run down through that yet?
No, I didn't. And I think your book is a little more accurate right now than mine. So
let's take a look at Bowling Green. Maddie Norton, she led them with 9. Kinley Charlton with 4. Liv Niemeyer with 4. And Kaylee Womack with 2. The Cats were 0 for 2. From the free throw line, their biggest lead of the game was 3, and they had 8 turnovers in that first half, and that's a bunch. For Hannibal, as we mentioned, Bella Falconer leads them with 13, Emma Dine with 9, 3 for Abby Bauman, 2 for Peyton Utterback, and 1 each for Kaylee Falconer and Allie Hull. 4 for 10 from the charity stripe for the Pirates, so they've got some work to do there. They turned it over 7 times, and their biggest lead of the night is 10. Which is the current lead at 29-19, and the Cats will have it to start the second half. And we're ready to go. It looks like the original starting lineup is back into the game for both clubs. Dieters has it now on the right wing. Let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Craig Smith has made to try and get this offense on track. Charlton will drive left baseline, pulls up the block, stops, pops, it's good. Well, that'll work for sure. She's got 6. And you want to score on that first possession if at all possible. A little full court pressure now, trying to speed it up, and they get the travel violation. Nice pass and move inside to Abby Bauman, but she shuffled her feet. And that turnover will give it back to Bowling Green. So second possession with a chance to cut into this 10-point halftime lead for the Pirates.
Bowling Green was very late coming out of the locker room, didn't take a warm-up shot ahead of this third quarter.
They try and get it inside, and Charlton is going to be clobbered on the entry pass. It looks like they'll get Bauman for the foul for the Pirates.
Yeah, almost a clothesline there.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to put them on the free throw line, and that's what Bowling Green's got to try and stay out of foul trouble here. They get it inbounds on the inbounds to Niemeyer. She'll kick it out to Billings. Billings will reset it to Norton with just 45 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Billings on the pick and roll, backs out beside the arc, gets it to Charlton. She'll drive down the right block, backs up to Niemeyer. Niemeyer lobs it inside, too tall for Billings, and goes out of bounds. And the ninth turnover of the game will give it back to the Pirates. Needed a bucket there. Had the momentum going in their direction. A little token full court pressure this time by Billings. Kaylee Falconer, no problem. Gets it down to Bella. Bella backs in on the block. Up and good. She's having a night. She's got 15. And the lead back to 10 at 31-21. Hannibal now in a 1-2-2 little half-court trap. Get it to Charlton on the left block. She'll shoot it, turns around, no good. Rebound to Bauman for the Pirates. To Falconer. That's Kaylee. She'll push it up the right sideline. Now the Hull in the corner. Hull holds it above her head of the key to Dine. She'll shoot the three. Back the rim, no good. Falconer high for the rebound, up and good. Bella Falconer making her money on the glass. Man, a bunch of offensive rebounds for her and another 2, and she's got 17, and the lead grows to 12. And Bowling Green needs to put a stop to this. They're threatening to get blown out of here on their home court. And we've got a whistle of foul on Bauman, I believe.
That's her third.
She looks at the official like, huh? Me? As Peyton Utterback will come in. Grace Twellman will come in for the Cats. Norton will take a seat. Bauman goes to the bench for the Pirates.
LadyCats need a spark here.
They do. Twellman gets it into Dieters. She'll shoot the three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. And guess who's there for the rebound? Bella Falconer. She's been a beast so far in this game. They get it to Hull on the right corner. Had a key to Dine. Whips it over to Falconer. She'll drive Russ the baseline up and good. It goes. Count it. And no foul. How she got that shot off is beyond me. It went in, and she'll go to the line to try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
5:38 to go here in the third. 35 to 21. Hannibal has stretched that 10-point lead.
Foul was on Charlton, her second. Diane will take a seat, and into the game for the first time, I believe, is Ellie Locke. Falconer's free throws up and good. And the lead grows to 15. Biggest of the game, 36-21. Bowling Green needs a bucket in the worst way. Scored on their first possession of the half and been shut out ever since. Twellman against this zone. Pretty active zone by Hannibal. Billings in the corner now, far sideline next to the Bowling Green bench. Dieters now tries to whip it inside, but it's deflected by Utterback out of bounds. And now Cats will have it, free throw line extended right here below us. 5:13 to play in the third. 36-21, the Pirates lead it. Charlton now looks, gets it to Dieters. Dieters just a freshman. To Twellman, just a sophomore, I should say. They work it back and forth against this 1-2-2 zone. The Billings in the near corner. Back to Dieters. Somebody's going to have to pop one. They get it inside to Niemeyer. Her shot's no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. And Liv Niemeyer will go to the free throw line, and she'll shoot 2 shots. Foul is on
Utterback.
Her first, I believe. And so Niemeyer will go to the free throw line for the first time this year. Hits the front of the rim, back of the rim, backboard, and drops. That's what they call a shooter's touch. So Maddie Norton returns. Billings will take a seat for the Cats. Niemeyer will get the second. She's got 5 here early in the third. Second free throw is on its way. In and out, no good. Falconer with the rebound for the Pirates. 36-22, Hannibal on top. They're working around now, had the key to Hull. She drains a deep three. Oh my, high arching shot by Allie Hull. First three-pointer of the game for her. And the lead grows to 17 at 39-22. Stolen away, turned over. Falconer is going to be fouled. That's going to be Kaylee. Foul will go on Dieters. her first. 10th turnover of the game. Mark, LadyCats are in trouble here.
Yeah, they need to put a run together here in the worst way, and I think they need to start a double on Falconer or something.
Yeah. Hole now right wing. Holds it above her head to Falconer. Falconer lobs it inside. Caught, kicked out to the left wing. Shots on the way from 17 by Locke. It's no good. Rebound to Charlton. Charlton gets it off to Norton. Well, they need to push the pace a little bit to spread this out some, I think. As they get it inside to Charlton. Nice catch by her. She turns around, puts it off the glass, and scores. Kinley Charlton with 4 in the second half, 8 for the game. And it's 39-24 Hannibal. A little 1-2-2 pressure by Bowling Green. Never did get a trap in place. They lob it down low to Hull. She'll shoot it from 16. No good. Loose ball rebound up and off the glass. No good. But there's a whistle and a foul, and that'll send Peyton Utter back to the charity stripe. And she'll get 2 shots. Foul is on Briley Sparks, her third. Team's third. Utterback's free throws no good. Womack in for the Bobcats. And Hart returns for Hannibal. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Hannibal calls it. We'll do it as well. 3:31 to play in the third. 39-24 Hannibal. You're listening to High School Basketball Game of the Week on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. This evening's game is brought to you by Bank of Louisiana, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Cindy Blaylock Insurance.
39-24, Hannibal leads it. Utterback will go to the line to shoot the second free throw, and it's going to be short as well. Rebound by Charlton.
That hasn't hurt them tonight, the free throw shooting, but they can't continue like that this season.
No, it has not been very good. Cats trying to force it inside. Another turnover stolen by Utterback. Gets it to Falconer. She'll head the other way in a hurry. Backs out behind the arc, right over in front of the Hannibal bench, and they'll reset things now. With 3 minutes to play in the third. Falconer crossover dribble. Dribbles through a maze, kicks it outside to Utterback from the left elbow, off the glass and good. Peyton Utterback from 15 on the left elbow, and it's good. It's 41-24, matching the biggest lead at 17. Norton in the corner to Dieters. She fakes the three, and the cross-court pass is deflected. It's still loose on the floor. Norton will pick it up, saves the turnover. She'll reset things. This zone is really causing a headache. And it's stolen away by Falconer. That's Kaylee. She'll head the other way. She turns on the Jets. She's going to the glass. It won't go, but the offensive rebound's up and in and out and no good. That by Hart. And a rebound for Bowling Green to stop the bleeding for the moment. Falconer, both of those girls, man, they get it and they go, don't they?
Yes, they do. They've got some speed.
Dieter's going to shoot the three from the corner. Back of the rim, no good. Here comes Kaylee Falconer. She turns it on once again, crosses it over, goes to the glass. It's no good, but she's going to be fouled from behind. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots. I believe the foul will be on Dieters, her second. Team's fourth, and Kaylee Falconer, who's 1 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight, makes the first. She'll get a second. Bauman and Jade Thomas in the game for her first minutes of the night for the Pirates.
Utterback takes a seat for Hannibal.
Second free throw by Falconer. It's good as well, and she'll take a seat. And Claire Thomas will come in for Hannibal, as the lead is 19. 43-24. Never saw this coming.
No.
Against the 1-2-2 zone. Bowling Green's only scored 5 points. They get it to Charlton. She scores. She's got 6 off the right block. She's got 6.5, I should say, 10 for the game. And stolen away, a little full court pressure. Charlton with the steal, gets it back to Norton. Her layup's up and good. And a quick timeout by Coach Craig Smith. And maybe they're going to try and turn things up. 1:31 to play in the third, 43-28. Hannibal still leads it. Listen, high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Tonight's action is being brought to you by Community State Bank, Pike County Mutual Insurance, and Mike's Tire Service Center.
1:31 to play here in the third. The Pirates lead at 43-28 over the Bobcats. And they'll have it. After the timeout, will the Pirates. A little full court pressure this time by the Cats. And no problem for the Pirates, but then they throw it away in the backcourt. Stolen by Womack. They'll head the other way, will the Bobcats. Looking to score once again quickly. Down to minute 17 to play in the third. In the corner to Dieters. Dieters back to Norton. Norton now cross-court lob to Womack on the right block. She'll go up in the crowd. Up and good. Kaylin Womack with her first points, so 6 in a row for the Pirates. And they've cut into this 19-point lead. And a turnover, as they say, it went off of the Hannibal Pirate. That was Claire Thomas on the inbounds pass. And the Cats will get it back. Billings returns. Sparks takes a seat. And the Falconer girls are off the bench immediately and back into the game.
Get another bucket here, you're right back in the ball game.
Down to 13 on a 6-0 run here late in the third quarter. Norton in between the circles, dribbles it to the left wing, lobs it inside to Charlton. She's wide open, up off the glass, and good. 8 for her in the quarter, 12 for the game. And the 8-0 run makes it 43-32. Bella across the timeline, nearly throws away, but Kaylee with the catch, lobs it down low to Dine. She'll put it on the floor off the left block. It's no good, gets her own rebound. It won't go. Falconer with the rebound. It's no good. And it's loose, and Norton comes away with it. She heads the other way. Doesn't have much help. She's going to the glass anyway. It's no good. Rebounds loose on the floor. Charlton picks it up. Lobs it inside to Billings. Her shot up off the glass and good. So here come the Cats. It's down to a 9-point lead. 10-0 run for the Bobcats. Falconer in the backcourt now hands it off to Jade Thomas. They look to slow things down with 5 seconds. Do they know how much time's left on the clock? They get it to Dine. She'll drive baseline. Shots up. No good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. A good run for the Bobcats at the end of that quarter, but they still trail. 43-34. Pirates on top. Fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can happen and do. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Tonight's game on KJFM brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, People's Bank and Trust, and Pogue Ford.
Well, Mark, a 10-0 run by the Cats got them back in this game as they trail by 9 as we start the fourth quarter. Hannibal has the ball. and the lead. Man-to-man defense again by the Cats. Falconer, that's Kaylee, dribbles in and gets it to Bella in the mid-block. She'll dribble out of trouble. Back to Kaylee in the right corner, and she'll reset things, guarded by Norton. Down to 7:30.
Looks like they're trying to slow the pace a little bit.
That would be wise, but they get it to Bella. Her shot's no good. One of the first misses for her in a while, and Dieters is going to come away with the rebound. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Hull, I believe, her second. And that'll be the fourth team foul. Just 14 fouls on Bowling Green, so much better work by them here in the second half. And they have the ball to try to get a bucket and cut into this lead. They're on a 10-0 run right now, coming off the end of the third. Billings gets it inside to Womack. She'll shoot it from 10. It's good. Kaylin Womack, she's got 6 for the game, 4 in the second half, and it's down to 43-36. Bauman to Falconer, now left side to Dine, down low to Bella. She'll go up. Her shot's no good. Maybe got fouled, no whistle. And a tie-up on the rebound. And on the alternating arrow, the Cats will get it back.
Looks like maybe they're letting a little bit more contact go here in the second half.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. The run is 12. Can the Bowling Green Lady Cats keep it going? They trail by 7, 43-36. And they turn it over. It's loose on the floor, and who's going to come? Well, it's still loose, and Dine comes away with it as it bounced out of the pack over in front of Coach Craig Smith, and Hannibal heads the other way. Dine on the right wing now. Head of the key to Hull. Left wing now. Shots on its way by Falconer. No good. Hull with the rebound. It's up no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And Allie Hull will go to the line and shoot 2. Bowling Green trailed 39-20. And they've got back into this game. Trailed by 19 in this game. As the first free throw does a 360 and out. As Dieters will take a seat, and Twelman returns for the Lady Cats. Hull with the second. It rattles in and drops. And you're right, she's going to miss Turkey Day by shooting free throws. She's 2 for 4. But that stops the run by the Lady Cats at 12. They still trail by 8, 44-36. Billings with it now in between the circles. Left side to Norton. Norton crosses over, pulls up from 15. Off the glass, no good. Charlton with the rebound. Her putback's up and good. So they've done a lot better job, Mark, on the glass in this second half as well. And that's enabled them to get back into the ball game. Falconer across the timeline, and Norton with a hand check. Put her hand right in the middle of her shoulder. Yeah, pretty obvious. She looked at the official like, what? Well, you can't get away with that anywhere.
No, that's her third. But after that first half, so many fouls called. Bowling Green not in terrible shape.
There's a sideline inbounds play to Dine to Falconer for the layup. Man, oh man. If I have any compliments for Evans Ferveen, he has got inbound plays that have worked to perfection tonight, and the players have been able to execute it to lead back to 8 at 46-38. Billings now on a pick and roll with Charlton. Pulls up left wing to Norton. Norton drives baseline, gets it underneath the 12-man. We got a whistle and a travel violation. Didn't see that. And neither did our friends from Bowling Green right here in front of us.
Yeah. It looked like she may have let that front foot slip a little bit as she stopped to make that pass across the key. You got to go up for that shot, though. It was there for her.
The turnover gives it back to the Pirates. They lead by 8. Inside now to Dine, and we've got a whistle and a traveling violation. So it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right?
Even up there.
13th turnover for the Pirates. 11 for Bowling Green. Back comes Norton for the Cats. Exactly 5 minutes to play in the ball game. They trail by 8. Dieters to the head of the key. Now to Charlton. Charlton's going to drive in. Tries to get it off to Womack, and she's hounded and stolen by Bella. Bella will drive the length of the floor. Her shot's up and good. Falconer's been the player of the game. without question, is the 12th turnover by the Cats. Give Hannibal the 10-point lead at the 4:30 mark in the fourth. Dieters now has it between the arcs. Dribbles with the right hand into the paint, throws it up to Chaw, and she catches at the free throw line. Her shot from 15 is no good. Falconer with the rebound and gets it off to Kaylee. She'll stop and pop from 8 off the glass, in and out, no good. And we've got a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Hull on the rebound. That will be the 7th team foul, and so we'll shoot a 1-on-1 if they know who the shooter is. And Coach Evans Servine is going to take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 4:15 to play in the game. 48-38, Hannibal over Bowling Green. You're listening to the high school game of the week on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Tonight's game on KJFM Radio is brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Bowling Green Tractor, and County Market, Louisiana.
Well, I stand corrected. I looked at the wrong side of the board. Only the 15 foul on Hannibal, so no free throws for Bowling Green. They'll have it underneath the Hannibal basket. 4:15 to play in the game. They trail by 10, 48-38. They haven't led since early on. They led by 3. And Hannibal's led the rest of the way. Twellman now off a pick and roll, kicks it out to Dieter. She'll shoot the 3 right wing. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Dine, and she's going to be tied up. And we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be Hannibal's ball on the alternating arrow.
Dine made that cardinal sin and brought it down around her waist where the smaller player can grab a hold of it. But the Pirates will maintain possession. Falconer gets it into the front court. Whips it in the corner to Hull. Her shot from 17 is good, just inside the arc. And it's a bucket for Allie Hull. And the lead back to 12. Bowling Green made their run. They may have run out of steam, however. Down to 3:35 to play in the game. Billings dribbles with the right hand in the paint. A runner up off the glass, no good. Rebound to Bauman. Bauman to Falconer. She'll get it across the timeline. That's Kaylee. Now she'll step on the brakes and slow things down. Dribbles to the right wing. To Bauman, head of the key. They'll lob it inside to Bella, and they're going to say an offensive foul.
Is that going to be on Bella?
It is. Little forearm in the back. I just got that as her first foul.
Yep.
So the Bobcats will get it back. 16 foul. Bauman takes his seat, and Utterback returns for the Pirates. Norton across the timeline now, left wing to Dieters. To Charlton, outside the arc. She's not going to shoot it from there. She'll dribble, goes to the right block. It's loose on the floor, and Falconer steals it away. Gets it off to Kaylee. Bella to Kaylee. Kaylee on the run, down inside to Utterback. Her layup's up and good. And it's back to a 14-point lead, 52-38. Twellman, right wing now. Dribbles to the block. Her shot's up, no good. There's going to be a whistle, and that foul's going to be on Bella. So from no fouls to 2 fouls in about 30 seconds. And Grace Twellman will go to the line and shoot 2 shots. Well, Mark, I think there's one thing we've learned tonight, and Coach Craig Smith will learn too. They've got to find somebody that can hit something from the outside to free things up for Charlton to do her thing inside, although she's had a good second half, has Charlton. But hadn't had a whole lot of space as Twellman's free throw's no good. So I guess they called that foul on the ground, so it was just a one-on-one opportunity. And on the rebound, we've got a held ball, and Bowling Green will get it on the alternating arrow. Billings will return for Twellman.
I mean, just 1-3 tonight, and that was the first 3 points of the night.
Right. Not something we're used to seeing over the last couple of years from Bowling Green for sure. Different years, different club, right? Billings to the head of the key now. Hannibal back into the man-to-man defense. And they're stolen away once again. Another turnover. We go to 14 for the Cats, and they get it inside to Haley Falconer. Her shot won't go. Bowling Green with the rebound, and Dieters took off running before she put it on the floor and whistled for the travel.
I think maybe Gracie a few butterflies tonight. First varsity game coming in as a freshman. She hasn't gotten that shot to fall yet to kind of ease her nerves. I think she's going to be fine. Just tonight, maybe a few too many butterflies.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. You think JV to varsity, what's the big deal? I can tell you from personal experience, it is a much faster game, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it till you get out there. And once you get out there, you find out. And I'm sure Gracie might tell you that same story. Pirates still have it, and they throw it away. Stolen away by Niemeyer, who's checked back in the game.
Yeah, and summer ball, probably not anything in comparison either. But she's really, her last meaningful game was a middle school game.
Exactly. Norton on the dribble now, down to 1:33 to play in the game. They whip it to the left wing. Shots no good by Billings, and Falconer with another rebound. We don't have rebounding stats, but she's had a truckload of them tonight, I can tell you, along with a truckload of points. Right wing now to Hart. Down to 114. She'll lob it inside. It's too tall, but it's going to go off of Dieters, out of bounds. Intended for Utterback. And now Coach Savine empties his bench. And it'll be an act of God if we have the numbers of all these players that just came in the game.
Who do you want? Do you want...
Let's see. Let's try a number 14. How about
14, Emma Hayner.
Emma Hayner. They inbound the pass to Falconer. She missed the first attempt, got her own rebound, makes the second, and she's over 20 by a bunch now, maybe close to 25 for Bella Falconer, and we're under a minute to play. Billings drives baseline, and it's deflected out of bounds by Falconer, and it'll go back to the Cats.
So you got Hayner out there with Falconer. I don't have a 10, but I'm guessing
Haley Chandler back into the game for
maybe a Thomas.
Hannibal.
I don't know. 15 is Ellie Locke.
Sparks' shot from 10 won't go. Falconer with another rebound. To Claire Thomas. Claire behind the back, gets it across the timeline now, into the paint, stops and pops from 15 off the front of him, no good. But there's a whistle and a foul. That'll be on Sparks, her fourth. And to the charity stripe for the first time is Claire Thomas. At any rate, that's who I have as number 10 on my
We'll go with
my
that.
sheet. In case you're wondering, folks, Hannibal didn't provide any numbers to Bowling Green.
No.
For any of their players. And so we scrambled around on every site we could find.
And I talked to Evan, and he got me close.
So to the charity stripe with 39 ticks to go. Thomas makes the first. She'll get a second. Twellman back into the game. Billings will take a seat. Also in the game for Hannibal is Jade Thomas, number 5. And a 14, which I have as Ashley Conley, but you have her as someone else.
Emma Hayner.
Second free throw's no good. And Bowling Green heads the other way, down to 30 seconds to play in the ballgame. Hannibal's going to get out of here with a win. Twellman on the dribble to the baseline. Shots up by Niemeyer. It's no good. Loose on the floor. Saved in bounds by Billings to Twellman. She'll shoot it from 16. No good. Rebound to Thomas. Thomas grips it out to the other Thomas. That's Claire, and she has her pocket pick, but it's loose on the floor. She picks it up and saves it. Down to 6 seconds. Down to 4. Will Hannibal just dribble it out? They will. And that's going to do it for the game. Your score, the Hannibal Pirates 55. The Bowling Green Bobcats 38. Your halftime show, or post-game show, I should say, is next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. You won't have to get out in the weather. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more about online banking and bill pay at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, Jim, just too much Bella Falconer tonight.
Woo-wee, she finished with 26.
And I'm sure had a rebound for every one of those points as well.
Boy, she was a beast on the boards as well, and she was certainly the story of the game. We talked about it at half. You know, Bowling Green needed to take care of the glass a little better, lay off the fouling, which they did do, and they started to lay off of the turnovers, but late in that fourth quarter they turned it over about 4 or 5 times. So things didn't quite go as you would expect. They had a nice little 12-0 run in the late third, early fourth quarter.
Yeah, but when a 12-0 run only gets you within 9, that's trouble.
Right, and they ran out of gas after that, and Hannibal was able to stretch it out and finish them off.
Yeah, during that run they did Bella did take a rest, but she came back, and Bowling Green still added 3 or 4 more buckets before the run came to an end with a free throw. But after that, Falconer went right back to her game, and so did Hannibal. And you got to feel good for Coach Evan Servine and Kelsey Scherter. They come home and grab them a nice pre-Thanksgiving victory at their alma mater.
Anytime you start 1-0 on the road at your alma mater, it's all good. Let's run through the scoring real quick. For Hannibal, as we said, Falconer, that's Bella. She had 26, 9 for Emma Dine, 7 for Allie Hull, 6 for Peyton Utterback, 3 each for Abby Bauman and Kaylee Falconer. The Pirates turned it over 14 times. Biggest lead of the night was 19, and they were 8 for 20 from the charity stripe. The Cats dropped the 0-1 on the season. They were led by Kinley Charlton with 14, 9 for Maddie Norton, 6 for Kaylin Wabink, 5 for Liv Niemeyer, and 2 for Morgan Billings. And the Bobcats were 1 for 5 from the free throw line. So a couple of things that we talked about a little bit during the broadcast. They got to find somebody that can spread the defense and make something from outside the paint, as Charlton scored most of her points inside the paint. The other thing is they got to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
1 for 5 free throw attempts. No coach is going to be happy. So what's that tell you? They're not going the hole. They're not forcing that defense to work and foul them. And so those are 2 things that I think Coach Craig Smith will identify that they have to work on going forward.
Yeah, it did look like a confidence thing in there. They just weren't attacking the lane confidently, weren't just putting that head down and driving to the net. And that's something that, for the last 4 years prior, that was Gabby Dieter's game. She'd, big, strong, could go in there and fight for those points and draw those fouls, and then step out and shoot a 3,
right,
or even a deep 3 at that.
Well, and the other thing, think about they were the 2 leading scorers, Dieters and Bill Hartz, the 2 seniors that graduated. A large percentage of the possession time last year were by those 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
So now not only do you've got girls coming back that have started and have played some varsity, but they weren't the girl.
Focus, yeah.
They weren't the girl. Now they're the girl, And so it's a different gig. And then you got a couple of young players. You had a couple freshmen, actually 2 freshmen get a fair amount of playing time, and then the sophomore Twellman, who got some playing time last year. But, when you don't have that senior that you can rely on to bail you out when something goes haywire, it's just a different feeling. And that's something that they'll work through. And to their benefit, they got this game out of the way. They'll be able to work on it and go into the Montgomery tournament and hopefully have some things straightened out.
Yeah, they don't have any more action before Monday's game. So they've got some time to work on things and some time to take their mind off of basketball, because you've been practicing now for ever since softball ended,
right.
Pretty much, or cross country or whatever you played.
And you get tired. It doesn't matter what the sport. You get tired of playing each other. It's just good. So now they can identify, everything was probably going good in practice. When you're playing the JV and what have you, it's we're good. Well, now you find out, maybe we got a few things we need to work on, and it brings you back down to earth. And like you said, now you got a week to work on it, throw in a day of turkey eating, and then back to running and free throw shooting.
and for times in this game, it looks like maybe they had a family Thanksgiving over the weekend or something. A little tryptophan was in their system still, but they had the 12-0 run, so they know they can have success. It's just putting together 4 quarters, I think, now, and working on that offensive and defensive glass.
Without question, and they will do that. And for Hannibal, it's a good start for them. This is Evan's first game coaching varsity basketball. You go to hostile territory against a team that's beat you 4 consecutive years, and you're on the road and you come out with a win. So they've got to be feeling good about themselves. And there were some really good things from a couple of their players. The obvious is Bella Faulkner, but they got some good playing time and some good stuff out of some other players too. That they really have something to build on as they go forward.
Yeah, they've got some good pieces and a good leader in Faulkner for sure. Well, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, same to you, and don't eat too much.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will. But I'll come back, stronger than ever. We'll see you here as far as basketball broadcast next Monday to start the Montgomery County tournament. Again, it'll be a 6 o'clock start. From Montgomery. I believe we'll have 2 of the 3 games from Montgomery on the first day for the ladies to open things up. So for Jim Ross, Mark Vronick, we'll say see you soon here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102. Join KJFM Radio all season long as the area's best teams square off with play-by-play and commentary by Eagle 102 sportscasters. Tune in to 102.1 or listen online at KJFMEagle102.net. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.
From KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.